It is about my discussion with Mr. Sinos with government of Indonesia. Response regarding writing why the government of Indonesia did not immediately accept the UN merger program. It should be known by all parties that also UN Sisino merger has the right to collect interest on assets collateral. Loans made through past agreements by Mr. Sukarno, but UN merger will not collect from countries or central banks, institutions or individuals who in the past used the assets collateral as loans. The goal is to maintain peace because it is not certain that they will be able to repay the loan and interest, and most likely prefer war rather than being built and have to pay. This was stated by Royal King 681. The amount of the bill is of course very large, but for UNS merger it is not a problem because the number of other assets is still very much larger, and it is more than enough to finance P1 to 11 in building and rearranging the entire world or universe. There is an analysis derived that why the state does not really welcome this UN Susindo program, and state several reasons, including firstly, the most dominant factor they assume is that if the UNS merger is certain to control Indonesia, it means that the current political order will change direction. But Mr. Sino have answered it. Without the presence of the UNS Susindo, there are guarantees that the political order will not change. The mandate of the UN merger is not to control a country or all the world, which has indeed been proven that for the past 70 years, it has not been able to prosper the people according to the purpose of the establishment of a country. UNS merger is here to answer the challenge of how all countries in the world can prosper their people, how to overcome crises in all fields of life, also to alleviate humanity from the cycles of financial and banking system slavery. Certainly not just changing the order to just the power, but changing the order so that all humans can return to their nature as the most noble being. This change of order is indeed mandatory and must be done because the existing order of life is increasingly distant from a just and civilized life for all humans, as desired from the beginning of creation. And it is not the existence of the state is to prepare and prosper the people. UNS merger has provided funds to be distributed as grants to all countries and also a system so that funds for the welfare of the people can be enjoyed by anyone in any part of the world. UNS merger does not form a state within a country, which means it is divisive or separatist, but forms a war government, which means it unites all countries. Secondly, the use of the rupiah is likely to weaken, and it is feared that massive inflation will occur. And the rupiah has not been applied. Mr. Sino answered, currency is a vehicle for trade transaction, and all currencies in the world, including the rupiah, has lost its circulation right because the circulation period guaranteed by gold collateral has run out. UNS merger has planned to print war currency S2 as the World Bank currency, which has not had a global currency so far. All countries will be given the right to print their own S2 currency, and of course it will be guaranteed by a gold collateral so that it has be the right to circulation and legality. And for Indonesia itself, the name is S2 rupiah, for UK is U pound sterling S2. The S2 war currency will be printed and circulate with the exchange rate difference of 1 S2 is 225 US dollar, and the transition period of 2023 USD $1 US dollar same is 1,828 rupiah, and thereafter 1 USD same is 1 rupiah. The same with other countries. At the continental level, US2 currency will be printed with the exchange rate difference of 1 S2 same is USD 22.5, and at the country level 1 S2 is 2.25 USD. Even though everyone will have a lot of money to pay for their living from the human obligation, this not mean that it will create massive inflation, because not only will the money supply be controlled well, the prices of goods and services are also more easily controlled. And this is the role of global government. United Kingdom of God's Sky Earth. Why is it formed? One of many roles to control the world economy and finance, so that all human beings can live in prosperity and nobility. 30, when the government publishes the UNS merger program in general in front of the people, for the government it means pulling, because Indonesia has bought the UN Swiss-Indo merger, whatever, then however the fields of the government must submit to the policies, but of the UN's merger that have paid in full all Indonesian debts in all institutions of the world institution. Answered by Mr. Sino, by publishing the UNS merger program in general, it is not a foolish deed, because not only people's debt, public servant, military, army, police corps, and state debt are paid off. But the state will be given a grant to try the quota to finance development, including the Bank of Indonesia and the main bank, so that there is no need to seek funds for development, and the country routine costs. Mr. Jokowi agrees to the Indonesian People's Debt Liberation Program, but political parties disagree because it is the same as host weapons, meaning that since the UNS merger has been running politics in the war, it is not functioning suspended because it will apply to new war order. But Mr. Sino answered that, therefore, the presence of the UNS merger should be grateful. If you are an Indonesian citizen in all the countries and given the choice to continue to follow the party system or democracy and will never be able to prosper, they continuously and be shackled by the slavery of the financial and political system, then that you leave it all about while all the people are guaranteed their lives. The country does not need debt to other countries, but given a grant that is certainly enough to finance development, schools, and free medical expense. Employment is very available at a very good salary. Does it make sense to keep choosing the first one? Indonesia asks for more than that, means that all UNS merger program must be run by the government and the structure of the ranks down. Does the UNS merger take it for granted? Mr. Sino answered, no, because it has been essentially certain if all UNS merger programs such as Indonesian People's Debt Exemption or other country and so forth are taken care of by the government. All programs are given the right to manage it to the government and this measure to prosper and glory humans. Finish.